For other uses, see Camelot. Kamelot is a power metal band from Tampa, Florida, formed by Thomas Youngblood and Richard Warner in 1991. The Norwegian vocalist Roy Khan joined for the album Syar copyright G.E. Perilous, and shared songwriting credit with Youngblood until his departure in April 2011. On June 22, 2012, Youngblood announced on their website that their new vocalist is the Swedish singer Tommy Karabik, who is featured on Kamelot's latest album Silverthorn as main vocalist, co-songwriter and lyricist. Up until 2012, Kamelot had released 10 studio albums, 2 live albums, 1 live DVD, and 7 music videos. Their latest studio album is Silverthorn, which was released October 2012 via SPV Steamhammer and King Records Japan. Biography: Early years, Kamelot was unofficially formed back in 1988 by Youngblood, Wagner and others as Camelot. The band recorded Breaking the Silence for the Tampa Bay's Metal Mercenaries, The Invasion, a cassette of various heavy metal bands from Tampa Bay produced by Keith "Thumper" Collins. Kamelot was officially founded in Florida by Thomas Youngblood and Richard Warner in 1991. 3 years later, the band signed a deal with Noise Records and released its first album, Eternity, in 1995. The next album, Dominion, was released in 1997. Later that year, the drummer and founder Warner and the lead vocalist Mark Vanderbilt were replaced by drummer Casey Grillo and vocalist Roy Khan. With these 2 new members, Kamelot released its third studio album, Siege Perilous, in 1998. The band undertook its first tour during the fall, playing shows across Europe. Following this, the band returned to Tampa to write music for a new album titled The Fourth Legacy. Karma, Epica and the Black Halo. In summer 2000, Kamelot undertook the New Allegiance Tour through Germany, Austria, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Belgium, Italy, Greece and Spain, during which the recordings for Kamelot's first live album The Expedition were made. A few months later, the band released its 5th album, Karma. The 6th album, Epica, was released in 2003. To support the Epica album, the band toured through Europe and Japan. Both Epica and the band's 7th album, The Black Halo, which was released in 2005, are based on Johann Wolfgang von Goethe's version of the legend of Faust, a man who sells his soul to the devil. To support the new album, the band toured through Europe and Japan. During the first leg of the Black Halo World Tour 2005, Kamelot played a headliner show with Epica and Co-Titled. In Japan, the supporting group was Silent Force. The band also played at the Bang Your Head Festival in Germany and the Graspop Metal Meeting in Belgium. In 2005, Kamelot made its first music videos for the songs The Haunting and March of Mephisto from the album The Black Halo. Both videos were shot by the prolific director Patrick Ulloas. On October 5, 2005, Kamelot added Oliver Palatai as the 5th official band member. Palatai played both keyboards and guitars. On the second leg of the Black Halo World Tour, Kamelot visited North America, South America, and Europe. On February 11, 2006, the band's live DVD, One Cold Winter's Night, was filmed by Patrick Ulloas at the Rockefeller Music Hall in Oslo, Norway. It was released on November 17, 2006, in Germany, on November 20 in other parts of Europe, and on November 21 in the US and Canada via SPV Records. Ghost Opera, Poetry for the Poisoned and Khan's departure. In fall 2006, the band returned to Gates Studios in Wolfsburg, Germany, to record the album, Ghost Opera, which was released on June 1, 2007, in Germany, on June 4 in the rest of Europe, and on June 5 in the US. The album was recorded and mixed at Gates Studios and Pathway Studios in Wolfsburg with the producers Sasha Paeth and Miro. Music videos were made for the songs Ghost Opera, The Human Stain, Rule the World, and Love You to Death. A reissue of Ghost Opera, labeled Ghost Opera, The Second Coming, was released shortly after its predecessor. It contains the entire original Ghost Opera album and a second CD with 10 live songs recorded during a concert in Belgrade, Serbia, with the additional bonus tracks, Season's End, The Pendulous Fall, Epilogue, and Rule the World. In December 2009, Youngblood announced that the bass guitarist Glenn Barry had officially left the band and had been replaced by the touring bass guitarist and an original Kamelot member, Sean Tibbetts. In January 2009, Kamelot started working on their 9th studio album, in a cabin in Norway. It was said that the band was exploring new sounds, and that the topics on the new album would be diverse. During early 2010, Kamelot published the titles of 3 songs from the upcoming album on their official website, The Great Pandemonium, Hunter's Season, and Thespian Drama. They also revealed that guest musicians would appear, Simone Simons, and later Gus G., of the Greek power metal band Firewind. On March 25, 2010, they began the Pandemonium Over Europe tour, which ended on April 26, 2010. Afterward, the band revealed the title of their 9th studio album as Poetry for the Poisoned. It was released by Ear Music in Europe on September 10, 2010, and by the band's own label KMG Recordings in North America on September 14, 2010. A music video for The Great Pandemonium was directed by Olingval and was released on September 1, 2010. Poetry for the Poisoned entered the US Billboard 200 charts at number 74, selling 6,100 copies in its first week. On September 6, 2010, the band announced that Khan had fallen seriously ill during rehearsals for the upcoming North American tour, just a few days before its scheduled start, and had returned to Norway. While it was initially reported that the band would continue the tour with the Norwegian vocalist Michael Eriksson of Circus Maximus in Khan's place, the band later announced that it would postpone the tour with Khan, though one show was performed with Eriksson at the Prog Power USA 11 Festival in Atlanta, Georgia, on September 10, 2010. However, on December 16, due to Khan's lingering illness, it was announced that Fabio Lion of Rhapsody of Fire would replace Khan for the remaining and rescheduled dates on the Pandemonium over Latin America, Europe and North America tours in 2011, and later the 70,000 Tons of Metal cruise in 2012. Other guest singers appeared on selected shows, such as Simone Simons singing The Haunting and Don't You Cry, Tommy Karavik singing Center of the Universe, Eden Echo or The Human Stain, Snowy Shore as Mephisto on March of Mephisto, Alyssa White-Glues also as Mephisto on March of Mephisto and Atal Peterson on Karma. On April 15, 2011, the band released Poetry for the Poisoned and Live from Wacken, a Euro limited tour edition, containing the audio from Khan's last recorded show with the band. Following a period of uncertainty, Khan and Kamelot released separate statements on April 21 and 22 respectively, announcing Khan's departure from the band. According to Youngblood, the band was already searching for a new singer, with the deadline for submissions at the end of January. New singer and Silvertone. On June 22, Kamelot introduced Seventh Wonder's Tommy Karavik as their new official vocalist. Karavik had previously appeared as one of the guest singers on the 2011 Pandemonium World Tour, and was thrilled about his new position. I am so honored to now be a part of this family and I can't wait to move into the new era of the band together with the guys. I fully understand that this comes with great responsibility and that it will be a big challenge for me as a singer as well as a person, but you can rest assured I will give it my all. From this day, a new journey has begun and I am really eager to meet you all along the way to share my passion for this music. Their first show with Karavik was on July 12, 2012 at Masters of Rock. Kamelot returned to the German label SPV GmbH to release their 10th record, which was unveiled as Silvertone in July, along with a release date of October 26, 2012. A music video was released for the first single from Silvertone, Sacramini. The band joined Nightwish on their Northern American tour as special guests during September and October 2012 in the period leading up to the release of Silvertone, along with guest vocalists Elise Ride and Alyssa White-Glues. Following the North American tour, Kamelot embarked on a European headlining tour during November 2012, with support on the tour coming from Xandria, Triosphere and Blackguard. During an interview in 2013, Youngblood stated that new vocalist Karavik exceeded expectations. During another interview on October 3, Youngblood stated that Camelot might start recording their upcoming album in summer 2014, with the release date scheduled in 2015. The new Camelot album is almost finished. Lineup, timeline. Discography, studio albums, compilation albums, live albums, video albums, singles, Ghost Opera 2007, The Great Pandemonium 2010, Sacrimony 2012, My Confession 2013, Falling Like the Fahrenheit 2013, music videos, references. External links, official website, Camelot on MySpace, Camelot's channel on YouTube, Metal Israel exclusive interview, Glenn Barry of Camelot Part 1.